We're live. We're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is LemonAid session number 8. We are doing a Q&A session, actually the 8th one this year. I'm looking forward to it. It's exciting. There's a lot of changes happening in Groove right now. For those naysayers, for those that already left, you are missing out on the party. There is still things that are happening that are good, that are still happening that are bad, like for example some bugs and some things that that shouldn't be happening, but that's just the way how it is. It's a journey, it's a bumpy ride for everyone's business, and for every development it just goes through different phases. So yeah, it's not staying that way. It's a moving forward phase. But what we are doing here today is we are answering your questions. So let me just put up the banner on here so that everybody knows what we are working on. I'm looking forward to seeing your questions. It's good to have you here, guys. I can see Ed already joining us. He posted this one. Hello, David. Thank you, young man, for all you do for us. My pleasure, Ed. My pleasure. I have Sidhu joining in here from India. Hey, Sidhu. It's good to have you here. I actually saw. Well, we are still waiting for others to join before I start answering questions. I recently saw an invitation, and I was invited on Facebook for a live support session from one of the competitors. And I was like, oh, gee, if I wish we would be doing something like that. And they were actually just starting to do that, and they are an 8 years old company or less. I don't really know, but yeah, so we are doing something that others are thinking that is good because we are doing it. I believe a lot of people are going to be doing things that we are doing, like for example a 14-day live stream, for example, or live support sessions, for example. So yeah, it cracked me up, because that means that we're going in the right direction, and we are actually allowing our users to have a better experience than anything out there. So I don't know a lot of companies that actually jump on live on the camera and then answer questions. It's a very, and I have to say this word, and I apologize for everybody that doesn't want to hear it. So if you don't want to hear it, just do this la 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 la. But I would say this is a ballsy move from a company or from a person to actually jump on in front of everybody and just like face the crowd and answer questions. Because there is a lot of things in a beta stage in Groove, for example, or any company in the development phase that people like, and there are a lot of things that people don't like or people dislike, and very strongly. Sometimes the dislikes are more verbal and more more loud, to say it like that, inside the groups, inside the feedback portals, and inside the support desks. So I have to say that by doing this, I believe we are providing a very good how to say support to our customers to get them moving forward with us as well. So yeah, let's just have a look while I was doing this long monologue. We have Rodriguez Maricar here. Hi, Lemon. Hi, Rodriguez. It's good to have you here. Marnine. Hi, David. Got a few minutes before my appointment. Okay, Marnine, it's good to have you here. Okay, Jerusha is here. Hi, David. Alicia is watching us on here. Hi, Alicia. Facebook user, am I only permitted to promote only my product in GrooveSell, or can I promote any affiliate products? So GrooveSell is for selling your own product. There is Groove Affiliate, where you can create tracking links for others. So for promoting products that you have not created but others have created. So GrooveSell is for your product and creating an affiliate system for your product, and Groove Affiliate is for promoting others' products. There is another Facebook user over here. So if I clicked on your name and if I clicked on your question and then you showed up as a Facebook user, I would appreciate if you could just go on here, streamyard.com/Facebook. If you just click in the link in the description, would it be up, left, or right, anywhere? You can click on that, and then I would be able to see your name and your profile image when you're commenting, as the other users have done. Raghu is watching us. Hey, David. Hey, Raghu. It's good to have you here. Premier member here. So far, we love our product and are looking forward to the new growth in it. Oh my God, you're in for a lot of treats in the future, because what we're planning is great, and I can just I'll probably give a sneak peek of it. It is not ready, and it's not something that I should be doing, but look at this, guys. So we have a mobile app with different things like you can go into GrooveMember and see the stats, and you can go into all sorts of stuff, GrooveVideo, and then see also the statistics of watch time. You can go into GrooveSell and see who purchased your product. You can click on your affiliates and things like that. So it's not something that I should be talking about, but it is being developed, and I'm testing it heavily and providing feedback, and this will be available very soon for you guys. Yeah, and let me show you one more thing. I just need to do it right now. So this is the settings menu over here, as you can see, and one of the things on the bottom is notifications. Oops, and I was locked out. So you can go in and create custom notifications. If somebody purchases your product, then it's like ding ding, and you get the notification about that, or if somebody subscribed or opted in and things like that. So it's coming, and you'll have it in your pocket. So yeah, a lot of awesome things are happening. Willie's here. Tim is watching us from Ireland. Online teacher dude from Malaysia. It's good to have you guys. Art de la Cruz. Hello, David. Agreed. Being out there and answering questions live is a great resource for all Groovesters. Absolutely. Jeffrey is with us. Michael's watch channel. Hi, David. Juana is here. I have Bright from Nigeria here. Thanks for the new dashboard tweaks for sorting out videos by date. Absolutely, yeah. It's small things, but make people happy. Okay, so there is. Can I have that app now? No, it's not ready yet. There's a lot of things that are once you will have it in your pocket, it will be much better than what I have right now. It's just something that provides us, like testers in the company, to give feedback on, and it's not how do I say, it's not spotlight ready yet, and you guys are the spotlight. So yeah, this is enough of my monologue. I just want to dive in. I actually asked a question in the group previously to post the questions about anything that they are interested in, and this is that post. So I'm going to look into the questions you have posted in here. Once we go through these questions on here, then I'm going to dive into the questions that you are typing in right now during these live sessions. So Calvin is asking why sizing and spacing can be edited globally like before. Single screen override is implemented. What issue does sizing and spacing cause? When you're editing all your devices and you move something down, it will also move things down on a mobile device, which on a desktop may be little bit, but on a mobile it will be like a huge gap. So separating things how they are sized. So if you're on a big device and you want to have your picture fill out most of the right hand side of the screen, for example, when you're sizing that image and when you apply that setting to all of the devices, your image will be out of the proportions of the screen. So you will have that side scroll. You'll also have all sorts of misalignments and overlap and things like that when sizing it on all screens. And this was happening a lot, and this was causing a lot of frustrations with the customers. So at this moment, the sizing and spacing is the only thing that is not applied to all screens, but you can do it like screen by screen basis. We are also working on a new system for that one. We got a lot of feedback from the users and from our designers as well, and we are implementing something that is going to make a lot of you guys happy. It's going to be done in phases. So the first phase is to design proper elements and blocks and templates even, where you can actually design your own elements, for example, your own button, and then you can use that button. You can save that button and then you reuse that wherever you are. So once you actually go to elements, you pull out the button, it will have everything already done nicely for all the screens. So it will allow you to design your elements itself. You will also have a library at a later stage of designed elements. So our designers will go in and design those elements. So you can go and click, I want a button, and then you get an option like a rounded corner button, like a button that fits the whole screen, or I don't know, with outline, without an outline, square, round, and things like that. The next phase will be also to design the whole screen, like the responsiveness selectors will have 3 sizes: desktop, tablet, and mobile, and it's just going to be more functional, easier to style things on it. And then um, the next thing is that we are going to be working with Flex, and the Flex boxes is something that we have right now, but our system doesn't use it immediately, and it doesn't just provide all the, like, the designs that we created were not in Flex. And when we move to that Flex type of thing, this allows a lot of more customization. When you actually go to a smaller screen, it will automatically fit very nicely into a mobile responsive design. So there will not be a lot of things that you'll need to do. Like, what we're trying to do is simplify everything so that the designers do majority of the work, and then once you once you go in there, you don't have to tweak everything. That's the purpose behind moving away some of that pro stuff, because at this moment, when you go in and you're a newbie, and not newbie, but you're a beginner, and you didn't use a design tool yet, it's super overwhelming. It's like going into a Photoshop and they say, like, here you go, enjoy. It's overwhelming. So Marnine has, I got it. Yes, I followed another video you had on publishing. Worked perfectly. Thank you, David. Okay, perfect. So Marnine had a question previously about publishing. I believe you got it right now. In case you do have any questions as a follow-up, Marnine, feel free to jump in and ask them here in live. Pablo is asking why I can't put custom code to my coupons. I try to change that, but always return to a random coupon code. Yeah, this has been reported as a bug, but we are working also on updating our coupon system. What we are working on is allowing you to create an affiliate link, maybe with a coupon embedded in there. Once that is basically, we are working on that new affiliate link / coupon type of thing, which applies automatically a coupon. That is going to be done, and also that will come with a fix for the actual coupons to not change the coupon code on there. That's basically going to come out as a one deployment. Karen, can fonts be imported in GroovePages? What's the process? The process of importing fonts cannot be done. There is no option to import them, but you could go on sites like Google Fonts. There are others, but Google Fonts, I don't know how to type today. Fonts, here you go. And you can get a font that you like. For example, if you like this one, you can just go select the style, and you get some code that you can add in. So over here it says to embed a font, copy the code into the head of your HTML. So you copy this one, okay, and you bring it over to your GroovePages site that you want to apply this one to. So let's just jump into my other account on here. Oops. Let's just jump in here and modify this one. So if you are on Google Fonts, you found the font that you want, you just say use this style, then you get this sidebar which says use on the web. Here you can link it together with your site. So this piece of code will need to edit either in the site settings, which is here in the upper right hand side corner hamburger menu, site settings, and then you can edit in here in the head section if you would like to apply this type of font on all your pages within that one site. If you want only on one page, then you can do that same on the page level over here, where you scroll down, and then in the page settings you include it in the head. Okay, once that is done, you also have the CSS rules. So you copy over these CSS rules and you add it in the CSS field in the page settings. So either page settings or site settings. You click on these 3 dots, edit settings, and where it says custom CSS, you can just add it on here. So let's just do this. There we go. Font, and then Akiatel something cursive. Bam. And then over here, when you go in and select the font, you'll have the the font that you selected. Let me just see where it says. It should show up over here, or if it doesn't show, then I believe it's its page default. I don't know how it is on the newest version. I believe it is page default, and then this basically the settings are override the font in there. So that's how you import a font that you like from Google Fonts into GroovePages. You can only import one font only. We are working on, let me just open it here. We are working on using the Google Fonts API, so that will be available soon in the system. I'll just find the Trello card and I will show you so that I provide a little bit of more info on that one. There we go. So we are working on the Google Fonts API call. So we're actually add on the Google Fonts as an API inside the inside Groove, so you'll be able to use Google Fonts. That's being worked on right now. Okay, doke. So let me just jump in over here and then see your other questions. Here. Nick had a question. Can we duplicate the website format from a live site, not on GroovePages? You can, but manually. You would need to do kind of a design hacking sort of thing, that you have a look at the page and then you bring it in. We have an image a page importer, but it doesn't work quite well right now. We'll probably need to take it off and then do some infrastructure updates on it, because we go 2 steps forward. Or we go 1 step forward and then we have to go 2 steps backwards, because of the other changes that are coming all the time inside the system. So we'll probably need to take it off, finish it, and then publish it out again. So at this moment you can do it, Nick, but you would probably need to have everything done manually. How do you edit the optimized format of GroovePages for all the versions from mobile to desktop at the same time? I can only do one at a time, and I know I'm missing something. So whenever you're working on some of your designs over here, I'm not quite sure if you've seen my previous video or not, but what we have implemented is a way to let's just use this to have every styling be applied to all the devices, only sizing and spacing. And that particularly when you're using this option over here, which you cannot see behind me, which is size and spacing. Okay, so everything else will apply on every other screen size. So for example, if I make this super big, it will also apply for every screen size. However, if you use this size over here, it will apply only on the particular device that you have selected on here. So this is how you design everything on all the devices. Everything will change on all devices except the space and size. And that's basically the new way our program works. It was different before, and now it's much easier. What I suggest you, Nick, you're saying you're total noob to web design. I suggest you use templates and just like change the content on it, like the images, the colors, the text and things like that. And then using these styling options, you'll be able to design all kinds of premium stuff. Juana, we have 2 types of subscribers: Butterfly Marketing Membership, Basic and Pro. We want to send separate email autoresponder sequences to each. Since we can't use GrooveMail now, how can we set up the tags and segments so MailChimp will recognize different memberships? That's a great question, Juana, and I can tell you it's not hard to do. The reason is because you probably did it either as one product with 2 price points, or you probably set up your product with main product, which would be probably the basic version over here, I believe. Yeah, so maybe the main product is the basic, and then there is an extra upsell that would probably be as a pro. I'll show you both versions on how to do it. So let's just see, this has 2 okay, so maybe just go into this funnel on here. Here we have two products. One is going to represent your basic, and the other one is going to represent your pro kind of membership, not memberships, but the access levels. So if we go into the first, in the basic membership level, you actually set it up as any other product, and in the fulfillment you can set up integration which would go onto your MailChimp account, and then you create in MailChimp a separate email list for your basic people. Okay, so you selected the integration, and then you select your list, which would be probably for your product basic. Okay, in here, so you segment them separately on different lists. And that's the only way you can do it, because integration doesn't allow you to do tags from within this system. If you, for example, don't have two different products, like a basic and a pro, but you have two price points, that will still be possible, because if you set it up, for example, Protein X peanut butter will consider this as your base product, or a basic product, and the Protein X strawberry will consider as your pro product. Again, in the step number 8 fulfillment, you can have a separate integration. For example, if you click integration, you can have a separate integration for your basic, which in our case is peanut butter. Over here, we can add it on as an integration, MailChimp, and then we add these people in that purchase this product onto the basic, or like a list is called members basic. Or if you have the next product over here, you click on it and then you add an integration, and these people will be added onto your MailChimp account that is called pro members or something like that. And then within your integration, would it be MailChimp, Aweber, or any other platform, you can tag them, mark them, and things like that further. So that's basically how you would do it with a main product and upsell, or with one product with multiple price points. Hopefully that helps. Okie doke. Let's just go on. We have a couple more questions on here. The next question is from Jerusha, or Jerusha. She was asking about the code. There was this code, source code option with in the user's accounts. I'm on the admin account right now, and this is why I see it, but it has been removed from the normal user's account, because it was allowing users to easily create, I will say it like that, to mess up their sites. And not only that, it is a security risk also, and it's just not something that any page builder provides, because of the basically security risk. At this moment, I asked Yerusha on what video she got the code from. She said that she got a code from one of my videos, most probably, and that she doesn't. She's not sure how to actually import that code. So if you're Yerusha, if you're watching this, if you could tell me what video that was from, I can maybe create an import, like a site import link, and then give it to you that way, so that you import it directly into your account. Okay, Juana has a question on here. When we are editing GroovePages, kill page or wait, page becomes unresponsive. I have done the hard refresh, log out, log in, my internet is fine, my page is done, save, and this error keeps coming up. Same thing happens in different browsers. How do I fix it? This has been happening for 3 or 4 days. Okay, 250080. 250080. So as I have an admin account, it allows me to actually quickly go in and have a look at other users' accounts. I don't really know what page that was. This was Heyday membership. I don't really know what it was. Probably this one. So this would probably happen when saving. I don't want to save anything on here, but if you could record, Juana, a video about your setup. I don't know when that error happens and what actually causes it. I probably think that this may be when you're saving, but if you could record a short video about the issues that you're experiencing, and then just opening a support ticket, because this, I believe, is just a one-off, and this would require somebody that has tech experience to look into it, because I don't really know how to read the code. For example, there are we have people in our tech team that can go into your settings over here and that can look into if there is some custom code in there, or can have a look and then like, oh yeah, here's the problem. I have just no clue what is happening in the code. So I would not know what could cause this, but please record a short loom.com video and then open a ticket so that the tech team can have a look. How do I determine what size image to use on a page? Is there a standard size for logo? There isn't a standard size for logo, Alicia, but what you could do is um, I don't know, for example, let's just have a look on a page like, let me reopen my page where I was in there. Okay, so there is no image on here. So if I add an image, let's just add it on top here. And if I if I add an image over here, I will add a big image. I will add probably this image over here, which is a full HD image, 1920. Okay, and it is quite large, and it is not something that would need to be in this place, because it's a full HD. It's a very wide image for a full screen. But I added it just on a half of the page, or less than a half of the page. So I'm gonna click save, and I'm going to preview this. If I right click over here on an inspect element, I can see the image. I can find the actual image on here and then see how big it is, how small it is, and so on. So let's just see. This is probably not the right way that others would teach it. There are tools out there that would be able to tell you, okay, this image is this big and that big and things like that. But what I usually do is I just go down and then see the different parts of it, and then it displays in the CSS over here how big that image is. This is one of the ways to do it. I would probably look into other ways. There are probably some Chrome extensions that display, okay, this image is 350 by, I don't know, 800 image, or something like that. Let's just see, image size checker. Online image size finder. Okay, that's not the thing that we want. Extension. Image size info. There we go. Image size info, Chrome extension, and you can click on it and it gives you the dimensions of the page. So what this does, it actually has, it checks, okay, so this is your desktop, and how small the image on that little part of the page is. So if it actually finds, for example, 800 by 600 pixels, then you can go into GroovePages over here, and then feel free to just resize your image over here by 800 by 600, or whatever that tool gives you, because that means that the right image size will be applied, and not, like, for example, in my case, a full HD image. Yeah, probably this one would be would be much easier to use. There are other tools out there that the users use, but I just don't use it. Yes, so let's have a look. Juana has another question. How do I change the color of the checks only inside these buttons? Okay, so these checks are using an icon which only is the outside. So the white part is colored. The inside is not colored. The inside is going to take up the form of the image background. So if you would like to use something like that, some icon like that, you probably need to look into some other images, or not images, icons, or find an image that would be fitted to your needs. You can go onto sites like Flat Icon, and this is what I use usually. And if you log in or register, you can just use your social media information as well. I just usually do that because it's a one simple click. And then once you did that, you can just type in check mark. And because you logged in, it will allow you to customize the actual logo further. So for example, let's just see this one on here, or this one. Even though it is black, it gives you an option to edit the icon, so you can see that if it is transparent inside, then it is going to be transparent on the website. So it gives you only one color to choose. However, there are some that will have two colors, and that will also allow you to change the color in the inside of this image. For example, let me try find one. Maybe this. No, it also has the inside as transparent. So yeah, you would need to look through the different options that are provided on here, and then you can color them yourself. Or you could just create an image yourself, which is just not something everybody will want to do, but yeah, there is that option as well. So on here, as you can see, that the inside is transparent. So if you change the color, it changes everything. There are images out there that are going to allow you this kind of customization with different options inside. For example, here you can see now you have 3 colors, which is also allowing you to change the color inside. So if you click on this, you can just change it to this. If you want to change the outline color, you can change it to this. And the green, you can just click on the green, and then you can just do this. So you can make sure that your images and by basically the icons are customized. So once you're done, you can just download these in PNG or other formats, and then you can add them to your design as an image. That's something that the designers do very often. If you're using any of the pre-made blocks or the templates, most of the icons are saved as an image and not an icon that was selected from here. um, so that's how you do it. Most of these, if you type in check, um, as you can see here, everything that has a color and then something inside will be probably a cutout. There are also that are just the line icons. They are going to provide transparent in the middle, except the check mark and then the circle. So that's how usually it works. Let me see. There is one more question. Where can I find the schedule for the QAs? There is no scheduler right at this moment. There is going to be done on the calendar page, but at this moment you can consider the Q&As to be every Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday and Friday, noon Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing a Q&A session. It was supposed to be Tuesday and Thursday, but I believe that it's just too close. So maybe one at the beginning of the week and then one at the end of the week would make it more good. Like people will have some time to work on things that I suggested. Hamza has a question on here. We need Stripe payment gateway for GrooveKart free members. How can we request this? Hamza, this is not something that we are interested in because we have GroovePay, and GroovePay works very similarly to Stripe. If you would like to have a Stripe account or similar to something like Stripe, feel free to create a GroovePay application, which is going to be much easier to manage within Groove and also allow you uh, to have everything integrated within Groove, and it's also cheaper, so it's a better option. For free members, there is going to be always PayPal and GroovePay, and for the paid members, they can connect their Stripe accounts, and this is how it's going to work. So let me now just see the questions that you asked me during the live sessions. I answered first those questions that were asked previously. But let me just jump in here and then I have a look. Am I only permitted to promote only my product in GrooveSell, or can I promote? Okay, I believe I answered that one. Okay, there's a question from Willie. With GrooveSell, can't I just embed the payment code on any website or blog that I own anywhere? In other words, can I use it on checkout pages of pre-existing websites, just routing the payment through GrooveSell? I ask because I already have numerous beautifully designed sites that I just want to leverage the power of GrooveFunnels, GrooveSell portal, and Groove Affiliate with. Absolutely, you can. And I believe GrooveSell is one of those one of the only platforms that I found that not only created the payment system or the cart system for itself to use with our own page builder. Like, you cannot go in Kartra and set up a product in Kartra and sell it with your WordPress site. There's just not something that they allow you to do. But GrooveSell, it not only is free, but it allows you to have these embed codes and tracking codes that you can put in on any page, on any builder, and just use it in tandem with the whole affiliate platform and the whole like, basically you can use it on any page builder out there. So yeah, you can do that, which is revolutionary. Not only so there are platforms and shopping carts like Samcart that have their own page builder, and they have their own shopping cart as well, but most of the time they will not allow you to use that out there with other page builders. There is DriveCart, which is just a shopping cart software that allows you to, and that is made without a page builder, that is made to process payments, and then you can connect it with any of your pages. But we did both. We created a kick-ass shopping cart with a kick-ass affiliate system, and also provided a good solution for you to set up your funnel pages and your websites, and even a blog and things like that. Cool app. Yeah. Hope to launch soon the mobile app. Way cool. Last question on the announcement post of the live stream. Okay, I believe I answered those. Question: I can't seem to find out how to make editing on GroovePages desktop version show up the same in mobile. The options at the top won't let me select it. So online teacher dude, I don't know if you put this question before or after I answered it, but there was a question in the Facebook group previously that asked about the same thing. So at this moment, the responsiveness options are, you can click on each and every device, and whenever you are in that device, you can edit the styling, except, and basically you can edit the styling and it will apply to all screens except for spacing and sizing. Okay, you can also do, for example, text colors and things like that. If you turn on that single screen override mode, you can then decide for that single screen only. But whenever you do any changes except spacing, sizing, they will all apply automatically to all screens. I logged into the StreamYard now. I still don't see it. I don't think that that it worked. So if you could redo that, I would appreciate it. Okay. Updates on Mail, please. Mail is we have been successfully delisted from the spamming lists. We are putting in place a lot of different systems for separating out the free members and the paid members, and putting in all kinds of different IP addresses and then things like that. We are going to be adding on more functionality as well for GrooveMail, and this is being worked on right now. What we are working on is each and every action from a user within the Groove ecosystem will be collected in GrooveMail and will be recorded as some sort of a history or a timeline on the contact page. So if you, for example, have a member that purchased a product from you, and then if you go into GrooveMail and have a look at that contact, it will say that they purchased a product from you. They will also be you'll also see their tags, and you'll be able to do different automations based on different actions they took. So all kinds of things will be recorded in there, and it's going to be like a CRM where you can see the whole history of things that contact that member did. So that is being worked on right now, and we're close to finishing that up as well. So a lot of interesting things will be deployed with the actual release of GrooveMail. Hi David, great to be here on this live. Awesome. ThinkQT official. Sorry David, I shared some comments, but apparently StreamYard lost connection on my Facebook. Should be good now. I can see it, Kevin. Thanks. Okie doke. What platform are you using for this live? Where your screen is behind you? I'm using StreamYard, but I'm doing everything from OBS. So it is Open Broadcast System or something like that. Let me just see. OBS. Open Broadcaster software. It's a free an open source platform that you could download as well. There is a little bit of learning curve in setting it up, but once you set it up, it's just basically that's it. I also use a green screen behind me where I move my hand. You can see that little strange effect that happens also sometimes around my head. You can see that little green color, but I don't get bothered by it a lot. It is awesome. I love it, and once you get used to using it, it is very simple to just manage it every day. Hi Dave Levin, my question is, how can I upload my own video from my file explorer? I only see that we can add videos from YouTube. Thanks. I believe you are talking about GrooveVideo. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I can share my screen on here and show you how to do it. So if we go out and then we go to GrooveVideo, you do have the option to actually upload videos from YouTube, Vimeo, and so on. If you are a paid member, you also have hosting. So if you click add new video, you also have your files that you can select here. You can drag and drop files on here, or you can add them on from YouTube, or you can add them as a video links. So in case you have a video uploaded somewhere on the internet, you can get a .mp4 file or basically a video file URL that you can add here as well, and it will be loaded in our player that will allow you to do all kinds of different systems. You can preview the analytics. You'll be able to use tags and automations based on those, based on the different like people viewed the video until a certain point and things like that. So it's a GrooveVideo is a player first, and then the next one is an automation platform and basically a rich video player. By the way, David, congrats on the announcement of your growing influence in Groove. Absolutely, thank you very much. I'm actually looking forward to the future, and there is a lot to it. I consider myself as some sort of a power user, and when I go in, and I'm actually very curious by nature. When I hear or when I see that there is a new deployment, I really want to go in first and then test it out as a user would. So this allows me to find a lot of things that may have been missed, and I was doing that normally. Even before I do my announcement, I like to test everything out, and then I find things that not even the devs find, and then people recognize that and they put me in charge of some of the apps, and also some of the upcoming apps are going all through me because I just kind of took charge. I really want to make it the best possible thing that we could do. And sometimes the devs are looking at that code, and sometimes they don't fully understand how users might think. And this is where I can come in and then just like nudge them in order to think like a user. Why do published pages in Member load so slowly compared to those from GroovePages Builder? The reason is because Member and the membership platforms are dynamic. Basically, the content is being saved in different databases and different servers, and then it's like being spitted out every time you click a button in GrooveMember. On GroovePages, that is CSS and HTML, which is an HTML file which is uploaded on the internet, and when you click it, it opens up automatically. It doesn't load in the information like like the content and the embed codes and the things like that. So what you see in GrooveMember is a dynamic type of platform, which ClickFunnels is, and WordPress is, and things like that. So they are actually pulling in all the information from the database, and this is why it is slower. We are working on making it much faster, and once you actually click something, it immediately just opens the page. It doesn't reload and opens up the whole membership again with a sidebar menu and things like that, but it only opens up the content that is on the page that you click. So that is being worked on in these 2 weeks, starting from yesterday. The new deployment next 2 weeks will be on optimization on speed, but it's never going to be as fast as GroovePages, because it's just when you build out a page in GroovePages, it's an HTML file. It's uploaded to the internet, and then people click it, and it is immediately there. Jimmy saying, "Hi Dave, sorry I was late." I don't know how I can forgive this to you, Jimmy. It's like I will need to sleep on it, but I just don't really know how I can forgive you. Nah, man, it's okay. Thank you very much for being here. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask, please. Facing challenge to add chatbot in GroovePages. Could you please help guide how I can achieve it? Which chatbot is the best to integrate? Any chatbot can be integrated. I don't really know which ones are you using, and how the platform that you're using provided you some sort of code. I would need to have a look at that code just so that I know where to put it. But at this moment, most of the chatbot codes are working on the way that you actually. Let me remove the comment on here. You actually go in either your site setting or your page settings, depending on where you want to embed that chatbot. You go into the settings, and then you include it either in the head, body, or the body bottom section over here. So either one of these is the place where you add in the chatbot code. I don't know what kind of code the chatbot software provides you, but it's going to be either in the site settings, where you go in the upper right hand side corner over here, click site settings, and then you scroll down to find the code includes, and this is where you embed that code that the chatbot platform gives you. If you would like to embed your chatbot only on certain pages, like for example a thank you page, or a I don't know, support page or a resources page, then you can go into those separate pages in page settings, and then do the same thing, like code includes, and then you add on that code inside here. So you can do that in either on the site level, so all your pages will have the chatbot, or on a page level, so that only those pages that you added that on will have that chatbot embedded on. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, I would need to see the code in order to assist you further. Do you know if with the cloaking link is planned to have a chance to add the pixels and UTM builder in it? If with the cloaking link is planned to have a chance to add the pixels, and you already have something that allows you to do that in Groove, which is the tracking links. In case you go to GrooveSell tools, tracking links, you can set up already links for your affiliate links, for example, which allow you to have a custom domain on it as well, and they allow you to put in pixels and also tracking different UTM, like the parameters. They allow you to do that already. So have a look. GrooveSell tools, tracking links. You know when mail work again? Yes, it's going to be coming around April. I don't have specific information on exactly when, but it's going to be coming back in around April. I'm gonna start watching these. I have a video on my hard drive, but Groove only let me upload videos from YouTube. That's not from my computer. Hard to believe. I don't know, Brandon, what kind of issues you have, but I believe if you are on a free account, that may be the case. But I don't think, like I showed you earlier, that shouldn't be the case. The first thing that you're offered is to actually open or actually drag in a file and upload it from your computer or from your local device. And then the secondary option is the YouTube link. So I don't know why it should be different on your device, but Yeah, if you have it different than what I showed you, please reach out to support. Is it not possible to have an automation flow in Groove, design automation sequences in a drip campaign? Yes, you can, but the emails are not being sent out right now, Kazim. That is handled by Groove Mail. But when you enter Groove Mail, you can see there is a notification which says email sending has been halted. So at this moment, there is no sending. You can create your automation flows and automations and sequences, but that is not going to be sending out your emails right now. What is custom domain? Okay, custom domain is something where you have, if you don't have a custom domain, then you have a subdomain, which is going to be like manu.groovepages.com. But what if you would like to have manu.com? This is a domain, the name of the website. Something.com is a domain which you can purchase or basically rent out that domain on platforms like Namecheap or GoDaddy. And then if you purchase that domain, you can connect it to Groove, and then you can create a website which will be published using that name that you have with this custom domain, which will be then manu.com, for example. So that is a custom domain. It's a domain that is not provided by Groove for free, but it's something that is your own, that you purchase, that you bring over from a different platform. Is there a way to share my funnel pages with my customer, like with ClickFunnels, with a free account? If yes, then how would I do it? Thanks for the support. Jacob, absolutely yes, you can. I don't know if ClickFunnels gives you an option they don't have a free account, but I don't know if they give you an option to do that on a free trial. Probably yes, but then it actually expires out, so there's not a lot of benefit to it. But even on a free account, you can go and create your site. Let me just delete this so that it looks kind of okay. Let's just say that this is my site and I want to share it out. What you would need to do is just within the Groove Pages builder, where you're editing your site or the funnel or whatever, you come to the upper right hand side corner and you click share site. You can click the add button, and this is going to give you, let me just disable this and then delete it. This is how it's going to show up. You can click the add button, which will add a share link, and then you can click this button to copy it over and then share it with your customers or connect it to a button or whatever. If somebody imports this is going to start the importer so that the pages get recreated within their own account. So it's available for everybody. I also need to mention that groovefunnels.com/packages. If you come in here, you can see that a free account can have one share funnel. And the free account can receive 5 share funnels. So you can create one share funnel and share it out with your customers. And if your customers are on a free account, they can have 5 different share funnels received in their account. Okay, so this is groovefunnels.com/packages. In case you're interested, have a look. This is going to give you like an overview of different limits to the software on the free account and on the lifetime account. And if you haven't upgraded yet, I highly encourage you to do so, because the lifetime option is going away soon. If you're asking, David, when is it going away? It's not been I don't know, it's not been told. We're just going to bump up the price a day. So that's it. Is there a monthly service fee for GroovePay? Nope. Do we know when the new templates will be available for GrooveMember, please? There is no plan to do it right now. We are working on the infrastructure updates first. We're going to make the GrooveMember fast. We're going to make GrooveMember mobile optimized. We're going to make GrooveMember have more options for editing. And then once that is done, we can go in and create more templates. But at this moment, there is no plans within the next couple of weeks to add on more templates. There is a lot of infrastructure things that need to be still done, and then we can go in and then just push out templates for it without any issues. Adrienne and I struggling with a single screen override mode on 2 different websites. When we make changes on mobile, it's still changing on all platform. I'll need to have a look, Chris. I saw that you sent me a message. I'll need to have a look. I just didn't have a time yet, but that is on my to-do list. I actually have 2 to-do lists for the next couple of hours, and one of those is to look through my messages that you sent. Question: any advice what I should do about my problem? They fixed the issue, the save issues, only to have it returned the first time I tried to save anything for 5 months now. Leonard, you have been in contact with some of our team members and the devs that are working on GrooveMember, so there's not really a need for me to jump in right now. Please communicate with them because they are looking after your membership site. And this is what the infrastructure updates I was talking about, Manny. There are still issues that need to be fixed before we actually go and add on more templates. So Leonard, please reach out to those devs that reach out to you already, the support members that were in contact with you, and try to get that sorted with them, because those are the people that are working on these things. I'm just a kind of a messenger between customers and them, but if they are already in contact with you, so please communicate with them further on that. Is it possible if I use third-party email service with Zapier and set up automation in GrooveMail to tag and add people into GrooveMember membership? Because GrooveMail can't send email at the moment. No, because Zapier is not an option as an integration in GrooveMail. Zapier is not connected to GrooveMail right now, and it doesn't have the options to forward your emails and receive those tags and things like that. So you cannot use Zapier for that at this moment, unfortunately. You would need to choose one of the pre-integrated options. If you don't want to choose something that is paid service, I suggest you to go with Aweber. Aweber allows you to do all kinds of tagging and these things like that, and it will also allow you to have members collected and tagged in Aweber and also in GrooveMember as well. So that once it comes back within a month, then you'll be able to just refer back to GrooveMail and start using that software again. But Zapier is not something that you can use with GrooveMail right now. We're lucky to have you with Groove. Thank you very much, Chris. Okay, thank you. Sarah Ramirez has a question. I like your profile image, Sarah. It's looking good. I tried to set up Zapier with GrooveSell. It doesn't work with GrooveSell, unfortunately. Right now, we are working on it. There is a list of actions that are being developed right now between Zapier and GrooveSell. Once that is done, Zapier needs to approve it. The approval process takes a couple of days, but once that is done, I'll probably be doing an announcement about that, because it's going to allow us not only to use it with GrooveSell but with other platforms as well. I set it up with one product, then I realized I needed to create individual Zapier connections for my different products and name them accordingly. So I deleted the original Zapier Connect and created new one's name with my individual products, but GrooveSell only pulls the Zapier connection I deleted. GrooveSell is not connected with Zapier at this moment. I know that you cannot see half my face, but I just want to have the question up there. Zapier and GrooveSell are not integrated. Zapier is integrated with GroovePages only right now. If you would like, you can use Zapier webhooks. So that is in the fulfillment section, Zapier webhooks. I can show you the difference between that. Zapier is an app that has, let me share my screen on here. So let's just use this. Okay. So create Zap. When you go and create a Zap from Groove over here, you can see what actions it gives you, which is new form submission, which is only from GroovePages right now. If you would like to have something that works with GrooveSell, you would need to use not GrooveFunnels, but you can use WebHook over here. This is available on the premium accounts only. So if you use webhooks, then you can receive a poll, which is not receive hook here, this catch hook. Okay, and it gives you this link over here. And then if you go into your GrooveSell products inside the fulfillment, okay, you go into webhook, so not integrations, and then choose Zapier because that is not connected, but you can use webhook and you just paste this in here. Okay, once you pasted that, make sure you save, and that's basically it. What you need to do right now is exit out and purchase this product. So you need to purchase the product over here. And once you do that here in Zapier, it will allow you to it will load in the actions. So let me just see here, set up a trigger, and then you need to click test trigger. And then while you're yeah, so we couldn't find a request. There was nothing sent to that URL that we pasted. So let's just purchase our own product on here. Just going to use some test information, maybe this Anna banana, and then I will use my account, which this account is connected with a test Stripe account. So I'm just going to complete this purchase with a test Stripe account in the background. And once this is purchased, Zapier will be able to pull in this information, as you can see here now. So that webhook link that we created pulled in this information. So the buyer's first name, the buyer's last name, the buyer's email, the phone number was not filled out. Okay, the billing country, this is the country, which is Ireland. The product name was pulled in, the funnel name was pulled in, and you can see all of this information. Funnel ID is in here as well. You can also see the amount, the money, what processor was used, and things like that. So you can now continue and then forward this information to a different app that you would like to use with Zapier. So Zapier directly doesn't work with GrooveSell. It doesn't have an app built in right there, but you can use webhooks. But for the webhooks, you would need to have a paid Zapier account. If you would like to do the same process with webhooks, I suggest you to use Integrately. The reason for that is because they already provide webhooks even on the free account. And they have an option right now that you can get up to 6,000 tasks a month free for lifetime. So imagine not needing pay for anything, because if you just share your link, in case you just invite some of your friends, like if you invite 12 friends, you get 6,000 tasks a month for lifetime. Like you don't have to pay anything. So you can try it for free. And even on the free account, Integrately already has webhooks available. So it's the same process. Okay, I need to log in. And you can just click and these guys, or I was in contact with them, and these guys already did this. Groove, you can see here, GroovePages and GrooveSell. So you want to connect GrooveSell, and you want to connect it with something else. Okay, let's just say you want to connect it with, I don't know, ClickUp. So here you can go into over here, when order is created in GrooveSell, create a task in ClickUp, or you can go and further modify this. So you can now go in and set up both of these on here, and then click basically go. So if product is purchased, then create a folder, create a list, and ClickUp, whatever you want. You click go. Yes, go to automation builder. You can build out this automation, the same thing as in Zapier. Add condition on here. So add condition, and Integrately is going to give you a code, which then you paste into GrooveSell in the webhook area, and then you just purchase your own product so that Integrately can see the information that was sent to this link. So that's basically it. Webhook is just a link where GrooveSell will send some information, and then you can manage this information with platforms like Integrately or Zapier, whatever you choose to use. But that's basically it. So GrooveSell doesn't integrate directly with Zapier. There is no app to use right now, which is being worked on, but you can use webhooks in the meantime. Hopefully this helps not only to Sarah, but it also helps to others that ask this question. Will there be a place within GrooveMember to have community conversation rather than having groups in Facebook? Not right now. That's not probably something that we want to do in GrooveMember. If Groove decides to have a community platform at the later date, at this moment it's not planned, then it's going to probably not be within GrooveMember. It's probably going to be some extra app on that is going to be available also as a standalone product. David, where can I find a comprehensive guide to create my full site on Groove? Comprehensive guide on full site on Groove is something that everybody wants, but it's not specific enough. There are different tutorials out there that show you how to create a website for this, a website for that, a landing page for this, a landing page for that, how to create a funnel, how to create. I don't know what you're creating, so there is no way to actually have a comprehensive guide for each and every purpose out there in the world that the site can be used for, and that's just not something I plan to do. I try to show users how to use the software, but I don't want to go through and handhold them. Okay, this is how you do a website for a hair salon. This is how you do a website for a nail salon. This is how you do a website for, like, there are trainings out there. Have a look on YouTube. Go on to YouTube and just type in website GroovePages or something like that. You'll have tons of different options. There are also other creators of tutorials. It's not only me. I'm the one that created most of the tutorials for Groove, but there are also users that are in more specific niches sometimes that created also their own tutorials that you can learn from a lot as well. So just use the search engines as a resource. Go onto YouTube and just type in website or whatever you prefer. Like, let's just say you want to create a I don't know, sales funnel GroovePages or something like that. Have a look, and then you can see what you get as a resource. What's the difference between membership and a portal, and what should be used? A membership is something where you put in your content. A portal is a way of accessing the membership. A portal is something that can display multiple memberships. Let's just say how do I put this in a nice illustrated way? Let's just say you go into a house and you have kitchen, toilet, I don't know, pantry. You have different rooms in the house. The actual house is going to be a portal, so you can enter each and every one of these rooms separately. Consider the rooms to be a membership, but consider that the access when you see all of the rooms on the same time as a portal. So that's basically it. You can create a portal which will allow your users to see different memberships that you have created, different products or offers that you may have already offered out on the market. So if they have access to one, they may want access to the other membership as well. So this is how they can purchase. So yeah, it's a sales tool and an access tool of accessing the content that you provide. Question: can you recommend a platform I can use until they fix my membership problems? Leonard, GrooveMember is functional. Try to work with the people from the support team, or try to just start a new membership and start building it out slowly. I believe you built out a membership with the old version of GrooveMember. You started having problems there, and then it just continued on. Try to start a new membership. I don't see anyone else having continuous issues with the new memberships. There are a handful of people that reported the saving issue previously, as you did. We deployed a lot of different updates that solve different issues, but maybe something that you added on, something maybe as an embed or something from the content is not getting the code updated. I don't know what could be wrong. GrooveMember is working. GrooveMember we use for our own platforms, like Groovathon membership is out there also on GrooveMember. The Fast Start Marketing Lab is completely hosted on GrooveMember, and there is no issues whatsoever with it. So try and create a new membership and start slowly. See if it works for you, but there is no issues with the newest versions of the GrooveMember. So please try to work with the support team if you would like to have your previous membership brought back, but my suggestion is start a new one. It could be that some of the old code before the updates is just not getting recognized, and it causes these issues for you. When will we be able to translate the checkout page to other languages other than English? I don't have any information on that one, unfortunately. Translating something is not going to be allowed for the users to do. It is going to be needed to baked into the system. So there is no information on when that is going to be worked on. Hello, David. Can I create a funnel for a customer, and then if he decides to upgrade to lifetime, can I move this funnel to his new account? You can create a funnel and you can move this already to his account, even if he's on a free account. So you can get him to upgrade, and you will get commissions. But this is not connected to a lifetime account or not. You can do that on a free account as well. Others theory. Hello, David Lemon. I just wanted to say that it feels really good to have you teach us all of this. Could not imagine having somebody else, as you are really refreshing in your manner. Thank you very much. Others theory. I appreciate your kind words. I'm looking forward to the future when we don't have a lot of tech issues, but we are focusing more on actually the stuff that makes the change in the world, like your offers and the things like that. We are a software company. I'm probably going to be asked all the time tech things and tech questions, but I'm looking for a time where we don't have to really focus on answering like, why is this not working and why is that not working, but we're going to focusing on what is the best way of this and what is the best way of that. But yeah, I looking forward to that. How do I edit headers and footers and have changes show up on all pages? You cannot do that. It is not a global setting right now. That is on the to-do list of our devs to have that implemented in GroovePages, so that we have, if you actually set up a footer or a header, to have it globally change on the site-wide settings. At this moment, it is blocks. You can create a block and you can save that block, and then you can go into your other pages and reapply that saved block. But if you change your navigation, for example, it's not going to change on all pages automatically, unfortunately. David, for once I have no questions. I'm just listening and saying hi today, and thank you for all your efforts. My pleasure, Michael. Thank you very much. Why is the video size in GrooveMember limited to 200 megabytes while GrooveVideo, the allowable size, is much larger at 5 gigabytes? The file that you share with others is 200 megabytes. This at this moment there is no limit onto the GrooveMember file number of files that you can have in GrooveMember. These are the files that you get a link and you can download them directly. These are serving a different purpose than the videos in GrooveVideo. GrooveVideo is a player. Consider this as something that needs to be consumed. And then the GrooveMember, if you upload a video there, this is something to be downloaded. So this is something that you are actually giving the customer. And then the GrooveVideo is a different platform with its own player where you upload your video, and it's basically used for a different purpose so that you can consume the video then and there. The different limits are because sometimes you may want to have a replay of a webinar and you don't necessarily want the customers to download it first, which may be also like 3 gigabytes large. You don't need the customers to download that webinar in order to preview it, but you can upload it in GrooveVideo and then have them just preview it, like consume the content through the player. But for example, there are sometimes videos and other files that you want to give the users. For example, if you're running a company and you want to give, for example, promotional videos for your affiliates to promote for you, then you can upload them to GrooveMember, and then you can use those file size the files to uh, to be downloaded and reused in the promotions and things like that. So they use different purposes, and at this moment the GrooveMember file upload, like where you upload your files, there is no limit in the number of files. We'll probably need to do that and limit the number of files you upload, but at this moment there is no upload limit to it. So yeah, I'm glad to be a member of Groove. Your Q&A sessions are helpful. Thank you for all you do. My pleasure, Leonard. Thank you very much. I want to set up a funnel for Groove affiliate program. Any advice on where to start when you know nothing on setting up funnels? Yes. So don't start with a funnel. Start with one page. Start with one step. Go out there and have a look. It doesn't have to be on Groove, but have a look at how people do affiliate bridge page or affiliate funnel. Just type in affiliate funnel in YouTube and see what you get. There will be people that explain things of what works, what doesn't work. Try to learn a little bit from the strategy perspective. Once you know what works, what doesn't work, and how others do it, then you know what you need to do. You will see some of the examples that they show you on there, and then you can maybe just come in to GroovePages, pick a template, or even create your designs yourself, and just do it that way. The first step in each and every build, in my opinion, would be just to explore a little bit what everybody else is doing, or have a look at other examples that are ranking on Google, maybe, or have a look at examples of other people, how they did it within the Groove community, or have a look at examples of how others do it with different other platforms like ClickFunnels. But have a look at somebody else, and then you will know what you need to do. Then you will understand what is it that works. So that's the step number one. First, learn about everything else, like everybody else. Once you know what works, what doesn't work, when you collected all the information and somehow set it up in your head, then you know how to actually put up a page that will serve the purpose. There is a couple of videos that I did on opt-in pages and bridge pages. You can have a look at those as well. Those are with an older version of the platform, so they may not be a step-by-step click here, click there anymore, because as time passes, the software gets changed as well. So it's just the implementation will be very, very similar, but it will not be always step-by-step click here, click there, because of the changes in the software. Can they have more pay per call funnel in GroovePages? If you are asking if we can design templates for pay per call funnels, pay per call funnels are the same thing as any other funnel. The call to action is different. So the action is call us and not buy. So you can use any template and just modify the button or modify the call to action to be call us or something like that instead of buy. So yeah, at this moment the designers, we are working on on new blocks, on new webinar funnels. We are going to be launching Groove Webinar soon, and we are going to provide you with a nice big stack of templates for having your webinars run on there. So that is being worked on. You can go, Paulo, you can go onto the feedback portal where it says templates, and you can request your templates that you want implemented in the future. Can I still continue building my store on GrooveKart even if free 30 days are over? I do not have an answer for that, unfortunately. I don't don't know what the procedure is. I would need to double check. At this moment, I would suggest you reach out to support and ask them about that. But I don't have the information of what is the procedure and how it works. Like I'm pretty sure you can still work on it, but there may be some restrictions into things like you cannot. It's going to be in a test account, like a test version of the site. I don't really know what the procedure is, but I need to know that, so I'll need to ask that. So Holden, very good question, thank you for it. I'm unfortunately not able to answer it, but I'm going to find out. Can you demonstrate the best way to allow access to a free GrooveMember membership through a product funnel, or point me to a demo? Frank, there are demos, and I did that in the Imperfect Action Challenge, where you create a free product. Basically, in GrooveSell, you set it up as a $0 product, and then you set up the fulfillment in GrooveSell so that they get added automatically to GrooveMember. So if you type in, I believe that was done in the module number 3. So if you type in module number 3, Imperfect Action Challenge, you will find that video. Look at the timestamps, and then you can see the different fulfillment options which I talked about. I also talked about fulfillment options in the module number 4. So module number 3, module number 4 go hand in hand, because in the module number 3 we set up a product, and the module number 4 we actually fulfilled that product. So that is already done. What is a webhook? Webhook is just a connection between two apps. It doesn't work with a nice little icon, which is available in Zapier, but it works with a nice little link which says, okay, one platform, like, hey Groove, send on this link all the information you have. And then Zapier or Integrately can say like, okay, thanks Groove, I'm going to send that information over to some other platform. So it's the same thing as what Zapier and what Integrately do with their inbuilt icons, with their inbuilt options, but they do it in a link type of way, like, hey, send me over your information. And then once you sent over the information of a price, of the customer information, like the name, address, and things like that, and the product information, then the platform can handle it and send it to different platforms and manage it differently. I decided to host my domains directly with Groove, but if you go to my site, they show as not secure. How can I fix that? Or would it be better to route them through Cloudflare? So Sarah, great question. I still like your profile image. Very, very happy person. And there is a Groove logo behind it. Good job. I probably need to do that myself as well. I have a profile image for years now with those girls like smushing my face on there. You've probably seen it. But I feel that it's a very good attention grabber. Everybody does like, oh my God, is that David Lemon? And they're like, it's a funny image. I love it. But to answer your question, Cloudflare is built into Groove. At this moment, there is some settings that our devs are looking into, and not only the devs. I also kind of, let's just say, how to say it nicely, I raised hell in the company, and now the founders jumped on it as well, because some of the publishing options in the new publishing options in Groove are not the way they are supposed to. There are supposed to be more options, and at this moment those more options are not yet available, so the devs jumped on it as well. And Matt Seralta, one of the co-founders of Groove, his project is to actually get the publishing options completely revamped. When you route your domain to Cloudflare, you're most probably going to be using a free Cloudflare account. What Groove has done is Groove pays super big amount of money so that we have Cloudflare provided, but the paid Cloudflare, the enterprise level Cloudflare provided for each and every user that comes to Groove. This is something that none of the companies that do page building software do. We provide the highest level encryption. We provide the best service there is within the internet publishing options. of any page builder out there. This is available for everybody that comes to Groove. So you can route them through Cloudflare, but if you have them all on Groove, it's just a matter of time for everything, for all the little tweaks and preferences that our devs and the founders need to tweak in the system in order to get up and running. So at this moment, it shows up as not secure when you actually add HTTPS in front of it. It will show as secure. I reported that a couple of times already, and they are, believe me, they are on their legs and then tiptoeing because they want to get this fast. They want to get this done fast. So believe me, if you have your domain on Groove, that's probably one of the better options out there, because it's going to be much more secure, much more encrypted, and it's going to allow you a lot more options in the future as we are adding on more and more apps, and as we are adding on more and more features in our publishing systems. So yeah, if you want, you can go the route of Cloudflare, but I don't think you should, because Groove is going to get you better services that nobody else gives you, basically. David, is it safe to run contest campaign on Facebook page? Keep hearing that Facebook don't allow to ask people to like or comment. I don't really. I'm not keeping on. I'm not a big person on advertising and paying for advertising. I try to do things without paying for advertising, so I'm not 100% in the loop. I know that I don't like people when they're asking to like or comment in my group, so I understand Facebook if they don't like that either. However, there are still ways in order to go around that, because if you provide good content, if you provide something that is worthy of sharing, if it is worthy of commenting, people will like and comment anyway. So you don't actually need to ask for that. My suggestion is look into some of the new suggestions that are coming from the more advanced ads user. Just join some of the Facebook ads communities or advertising communities that are out there on Facebook, because those guys really know their stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not a big advertisement guy, so any tips on Facebook pixels and advertising with Facebooks, I would probably just suggest to be looked into somewhere else, because I know 0.001% of what I should probably know, but of what others know. So and may not be the best guy to talk to about Facebook advertising, but please look into other options, YouTube videos, and also my thing is is forums and groups. If you join some of these forums or groups and just use the search terms like contest or contest campaigns or like and comment or something like that, in a Facebook group you'll have all sorts of people asking the same questions, and in the comments of those posts you'll see gold nuggets that you can just use immediately. So that's something that I would probably need to do to point you in those directions. Don't know if you answered this before, but will there be more templates in GrooveBlog? Yes, we are actually. I'm working with a designer myself, and we are designing more templates for GrooveBlog. But as with other apps, we are first working on a core functionality. For example, at this moment, we are working on something that people don't think that is needed, but a lot of people lost their content on there. For example, when you start working on a post and you click the exit button by mistake, or you just go out of it, your changes were not saved. So we'll need to implement a pop-up which actually says, hold on, you didn't save your changes. Would you still like to exit, or would you like to save your changes? These types of functionality, the add-ons, are something that we need to add on before thinking about more templates. For example, adding in ads in the sidebar, in the header and the footer of your blog is also a big thing that we want. Adding in custom code and pixels and analytics tracking and things like that is also on the top priority list right now. So all of those things need to be done before we get the devs onto adding in more templates, because this is just a functionality things that need to work within GrooveBlog. Also, custom domains is also being worked on right now. So yeah, there are going to be more templates, but it's just like in different phases we develop our software. Why GrooveKart is very slow compared to Shopify? Shopify is an older platform, I can tell you that, and they also have some of the functionality that GrooveKart has, Shopify doesn't have. So you need to put in external apps on there that work differently, that load in differently in Shopify. And Shopify as a base platform, they don't have a lot of things built in. Without apps, Shopify would be just a with GrooveKart, however, at this moment we don't have apps, and it is the functionality of GrooveKart is kind of great already. When you add on a lot of things, it tends to slow down the speed, but I can tell you easily that we are working on that, and there is a ticket that is in progress right now, which is on the GrooveKart team's to-do list, and it is improving speed of application. And I can tell you it is improving speed of application revision 4. It is actually in the to-do list right now. So whenever we add on new functionality, we also need to test it out, make sure that it works, and then also go back at a later point and then make sure that everything is fast and things like that. So it also works in different stages. Okay, Leonard saying I will try to build a new one. That's great, Leonard. Please do that. It doesn't have to be as complex as the other one, but just confirm that on a new account and a new membership, those issues don't happen anymore. I'm pretty sure that will not happen anymore because we tested it ourselves, and most of these saving issues were fixed, but most probably there is something with old code on there. Will they replace within GrooveMember to have conversations? I believe I answered that already. We don't plan to do that right now. There may be something in the future, but it's not going to be part of GrooveMember. If we actually decide to build a community platform, it's not going to be tied within any of these apps, because each and every one of our app we want to be able to promote separately as well. Not every business will need a membership site if they want to use a community platform. So this is how our company thinks. We want to create a platform that works together and is tied together. But if somebody just wants to do webinars, they can sign up to Groove and do webinars. They will also have the options to do more stuff, but they signed up for the webinar. So yeah, community platform, if decided to be done, it's not going to probably be tied in with GrooveMember because it doesn't have to be. Why am I showed as a Facebook user? The reason is because either you haven't approved StreamYard to access your details. If you haven't done that, please go over here to streamyard.com/Facebook, or you can click in the description in the description. Would it be up, left, right, or on the bottom of the video? There is a link that you can click. If you already did that previously, maybe it just needs to be refreshed. I believe every 3 months, StreamYard needs to be refreshed. This is something in the Facebook privacy policies and the terms that some of these apps need to be refreshed so that you approve it again with your new permissions. GrooveVideo can be used in GrooveMember. Yes. It's cute profile pic that you have. Thank you very much. This was in Thailand, and I was working in Thailand as a tourist entertainer, and those girls were my colleagues. And the funny thing is that my current wife, is the is the person that took the image or took the picture. So it's a fun story behind it. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. 10-hour work days. What did I miss? We were talking about a lot of great stuff, Dwight. We're working on an awesome app. I can show you just very simply. I showed this in the the beginning of the video. I was logged out though, so yeah, basically we have an app that we are working on. I showed it at the beginning. Maybe you can watch the replay. I didn't go into depth. I just showed like almost the screenshot of it and how it works, but it's cool. That's being worked on. There are questions that you can just have a look at, but nothing major, so it's good to have you here. Drew, hi David, I'm using GrooveMember and I created a membership that has a second level. How do I enable members to change to higher level without manually doing it? I want to send a link or something. Drew, you could do what I usually do and what I usually teach when working with butterfly marketing systems. And let's see which one I can. Okay, I can sacrifice this page. If we go into GrooveMember, I can I would create a new subcategory, and I will show you what I mean by a new subcategory. Or here in Open Builder, I will just hide myself so that you can see the full screen. Okay, that's not the right membership. Hold on, I'm getting to the point. Here we go. So over here in the outline, you would have a freebie that you are giving access to everybody. Okay, so here in the subcategory and then in the post, you would deliver that freebie. You could also create another subcategory over here, which would be upgrade. So you, in this subcategory, you would actually deliver the freebie, and in the upgrade, you would talk about an opportunity to get onto a higher level. So what I would do is I would probably just do a VSL, or if you prefer, you can just do it in text, but this is what I would do. I would do here a VSL, like a video sales letter. So I explain the features and benefits of the higher tiers to those people that are on the free version. Okay, and then below here you could explain in more detail on what is happening and why you are asking them to upgrade. And then you either do a button, or what I usually do is I just add a piece of text and then type in the text, upgrade now. Okay, like this, and then I make the text bigger, and then I add a text background. I add a text background in some sort of a red color, and then as you can see, this is it now, and now I can center it. When I did that, I can go into spacing and add a little bit of margins on the top, like that, and I can make my button a little bit taller. So when you choose the spacing and then paddings over here, the top and bottom, that will add on a little bit of space from the top of the text and then on the bottom of the text. So this is what it does, like that. Okay, so here I would link in my upgrade link, or would it be a checkout link, like here. So this is the main offer, and here this is the upgrade offer. You can take the checkout link, copy it over, and then add it to here. Once you did that, you have now created a button which is like a full width. We're going to have more options later on to do it, but at this moment using text is, I believe, the best option to do it. And do this. So just set up the color and then underline, and one more time underline, so the actual underline disappears. So now you created a subcategory that will be visible for everybody that just got your freebie. Okay, in this subcategory over here, you would deliver the freebie. Deliver. Okay. But you are also giving them another subcategory over here to upgrade, and this you could do also for your main product. If you have another upsell product, you can also create here a subcategory which would be upgrade, and then get those people to upgrade as well, while offering everybody the upgraded option all the time in here. So that's something that I would suggest. We'll have other options, and this is also one of the infrastructure updates that we are thinking of. adding on an automatic upgrade option on here. Not automatic upgrade, I need to correct myself before I get misunderstood. An option that is available and visible always on the membership, so that people can see if they are on the highest tier, if there is any more upgrade opportunities, or there is no upgrade opportunity anymore. So it's like a floating button which would say upgrade. This is also some of the things that we still want to work on. But yeah, the subcategory and adding a subcategory which is called an upgrade or something like that is going to give you the infrastructure, so that the customers that have access to a free product or a main product without the upsells and the downsells and the other products still can purchase those. Okay, doke. I understand, no problem for me. I'm patient and fully in love with Groove. I see the bigger picture that's coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your help today. My pleasure, Sarah. Because you have registered your Facebook with StreamYard, they need to have permissions. Yeah, absolutely. A Groove app made from 22 apps? Nope. 22 apps is something that will allow you to create your own app. The Groove app is going to allow you to manage your business, manage your Groove account. Okay, so it's not something that is going to be modifiable by you. It's not going to allow you to create your own app for your own membership. It's going to be connected. So Groove app is going to be something like the Shopify app, which you can see on the Shopify app. You can see the stats and the analytics and access some basic information. It doesn't allow you to build out your store. It doesn't allow you to build out anything within Groove. It's going to be more like an analytics type of thing, getting notifications about sales, getting notifications about opt-ins and actions and things like that. We'll probably build in some other management options, like, for example, if you need to have a link to a checkout page, that will probably be an option. Or if you want to manage your members a little bit, like just to disable them on the go, that's probably going to be an option. And things like that we are planning to add into the mobile app, but it's not going to be something that you can take and change for your own purpose. It's going to be connected with your Groove account, and whenever something happens within your Groove business, then you're going to be notified through that Groove app. Okay, there is a question on here. You mentioned premium member somewhere in the session after I joined. Can you explain what a premium member is? I upgraded, but wonder if that is some new. Yeah, I kind of mix and match all these terms. Platinum, premium, paid. This is all the same at this moment. We have a platinum version of Groove, and we have a free version of Groove right now at this moment in time, which is the 2nd of March 2021. If you are watching this later in 2021, you are probably having more options, like subscription options, like monthly payment plans. But for everybody that is watching this live or around March, you still don't have those subscription options and monthly payment options. We have a lifetime version and we have a non-lifetime version that is free. When we bring a video over from YouTube, actually, I need to correct myself. The free is also a lifetime version. We have a paid lifetime version and a free lifetime version. Sorry about that. When we bring a video over from YouTube to GrooveVideo, is it actually loaded to your server such that if it's later deleted from YouTube for some reason, I still have... No, it is on YouTube. If you delete it from YouTube, it is not loaded in. We didn't download it. YouTube has a very strict policy about downloading videos. We are just actually wrapping your YouTube video in our own player. That is what is being done when you load it in GrooveVideo. We cannot allow you to remove YouTube logo because that goes against the terms and conditions of YouTube. We cannot download the YouTube video from their server and then actually play it without any kind of extra content after the video has ended and things like that. So that is just not something that is available right now. But I don't think we will allow that. Even if we could, we wouldn't, because it's just a legal game, and it's just a matter of time for us to be like spanked. What merchant account I can use when setting up a membership site. Can I set up annual billing? So when setting up a membership site, you don't have those settings, but when you're setting up your products within GrooveSell, then you have the options to bring your own Stripe account, GroovePay account. You can do PayPal. You can do all sorts of stuff for your payments. And yes, you can do annual billing, monthly billing. You can do also trial versions. You can do all sorts of things within GrooveSell. So look into GrooveSell, and there you set up your product, and there you actually set up, if somebody purchased this product, then give them access to the membership. Drew has another question. So base level VSL sends the person to the GrooveKart, and then they go to what? A different membership? What happened to giving higher level to the same membership? So I didn't send them to GrooveKart, I send them to GrooveSell. So GrooveKart and GrooveMember don't communicate well at this moment. If you have a store in GrooveKart and you want to handle your membership through GrooveKart, that is not possible right now. If you use GrooveSell, you can say, okay, everybody that got my free product, they can click on that upgrade button. And then if they click on the upgrade button, they will get the fulfillment of the higher level product. So the access levels are managed within your Groove membership, but in GrooveSell, where you're setting up the fulfillment, you can actually set up, okay, if somebody purchases this product, then they will get access level of the membership to this access level. For this one, Drew, I would highly suggest you have a look at the module number 4 of the Imperfect Action Challenge. It will make everything much clearer for you. So that will help you understand the fulfillment between GrooveSell and GrooveMember. The Groove app is going to be free for everyone. Just lifetime members is going to be free for everyone. This Groove app is going to be free for everyone. Okay, what about future implementations will be included? I don't know what future implementations will be included. I just know what I just mentioned. Some of the smaller management things, we don't plan to do any kind of big management tasks within the app, just more of an analytical type of thing, notifications, and some tool that allows you to handle your business while you're on the go. For example, imagine yourself, you're going on a bus or you're going on a flight, and somebody just requested a refund, and you actually do the refund from your Stripe or GroovePay account or whatever, and then you can just disable the member on your app. That is the purpose of the app, just to do some things quickly on the run, and also to be in loop while you're not on your computer. For example, notifications will allow you to receive notifications about purchases, about refunds, about subscriptions, about things like that, so that you're in the loop. You're actually have an analytical overview of what is happening in your business. Is the GrooveFunnels blog made with GrooveBlog? Just wondering how you add the clickable banner on the front page. It's WordPress. We added it. We created it in WordPress a long, like much earlier than GrooveBlog was out. So we are not going to be transferring it over for some time now, because it is a big task, and also GrooveBlog is still missing some functionalities for all the things that we want in a blogging platform. Thanks for explaining video usage. So I assume the ads show on YouTube videos will also be there. I don't really know about the ads. I don't think so. I don't think about the ads, but definitely something, when you're watching the YouTube video, at the end of the video, sometimes there is like a banner where it's like videos you might like or something like that. That is definitely going to show below. But I don't know about the ads. I don't think the ads show when you embed a video on a different page like that. I may be wrong, but that's just what I believe. Any Indian payment gateway in near future? You can use GroovePay. GroovePay is connected with India. And I don't know about Authorize.net, Braintree. There is also NMI. Some of those, I'm 100% sure that they have Indian payment gateways, but GroovePay is something that you could use right now. So I have a particular video on YouTube. Can we not also upload our source file into GrooveVideo? Yes, you can. You can just you can upload videos from your device, like basically from your computer, upload them that way. You can also use something from YouTube, and you can also use a video that is online already that has a link which ends in .mp4, and you can use that video as well with a GrooveVideo player. Hey David, thanks for your support. For GrooveKart, can I use other fulfillment center other than the ones available? You can, using Zapier. We are working on a ShipStation integration, which is going to allow you to do all sorts of fulfillment options. But at this moment, it is, I don't even have a date for that. I know that this is going to be in the soon future, or in the within the next couple of weeks, but I don't. Let me just double check if I can give you some more details on that. But yeah, ShipStation is going to be one, and it is some of the ShipStation is one of the most requested integrations. And let's see. I don't see it now on this list on here. I know that it is being worked on, or was done. I don't have information about that right now, but I know that it's being worked on, and we'll have that soon within the next couple of weeks. I tried to give you a more clear answer on when, but I don't have that right now. If you need to take care of your videos, save them as ads. You can inbox me. I don't know what this is for, but okay. Can I offer my membership commission when they sell my products? Can I offer my memberships a commission when I sell my products? I don't understand this question. So, can I offer my members a commission when they sell my products? That is yes. That if you're talking about your members, if they sell your products, you can do that. That's called affiliate marketing, and that's what we do basically in Groove. If you promote Groove, and Groove is our product, if you promote our product, you get a commission for it. You can do that as well. You can have a look at my imperfect action challenge, which I created. Just type into YouTube or Google or even Facebook group, type in imperfect action challenge, and that is going to teach you how to do everything step by step. Create your products as well. There is also a separate video on that, like how to create an affiliate program for my products, or for your own products. This is how it is in the video. Hey there, David. Are there any SEO friendly Groove templates? I don't know what SEO friendly Groove templates are. Most of the templates are SEO friendly, like you can start working with that. Most of the time, SEO is about keywords and backlinks, and using friendly URLs, and filling up the open graph and the meta information and things like that. Also using H1s, H2s, and most of our templates have that. Some of the things you will need to do yourself, like the meta description and the friendly URLs and these things like that, that cannot be managed by our templates. But it depends on what business you want to go in. There are certain templates for different businesses. Most of the templates are kind of in a opt-in page, or a funnel type of templates, where they don't necessarily need to be SEO optimized, which they are, but they don't need to be, because SEO is a traffic, like so it's fully customizable. Yeah, Chris, it's fully customizable. You can do whatever you would like with them. There's so much to take in with all the apps available through Groove. Thank you for overly helping with the process. Absolutely, Stacy. I'm pretty confident that this is Stacy. If it's not, I apologize, but I'm confident that it's Stacy. But yeah, and it's not going to be easier. So there are platforms that, for example, like Kartra, for example, they don't have they have one app, within that app everything is available, and they don't have like a separate sections where they have like Kartra leads, Kartra this, Kartra that, Kartra, like they just say leads, and they I don't know, page builder. What we wanted to do is separate those out, so those people that want only GroovePages, they only want a page builder, they can have that. They don't necessarily need to use the other apps, and there is a name for that specifically. Also, Groove Webinar, Groove Stream, for example, those things will be almost identical. Like Groove Webinar and Groove Stream will almost be identical. It's just the different purposes, and also we can target different customers by naming them differently. So there is a lot, and it's only going to be more and more. So if you like getting things, that is good thing. You will get more with Groove. If you get overwhelmed with a lot of new things, then you also get overwhelmed a little bit with all this new stuff that you're going to have. But like with every platform, there will be training, there will be me answering questions, there will be explanation on how to use it, and we try to build out our platforms to be in a sort of a wizard way, so that it is easily understandable, very intuitive, and things like that. And it's just only going to be easier from here on out. In the future, will we be able to slurp a WordPress website into GroovePages? I love WordPress, but I've already paid for Groove Lifetime, so I may as well use the page builder. I don't really know what slurp means. If you mean like to import the WordPress pages, if you mean that, then yes, we are going to be working on the page importer to slurp your pages on there. It may depend on how they actually come out. So you can already do that, and I would suggest if you want to use Groove instead of WordPress, you can already start and recreate your pages within GroovePages. It is going to be easier with future updates to our importer. There is the importer out there right now, but it's just not recognizing the elements correctly on different page builders. Each page builder has its own sort of a code, and we want to train our importer to understand that code. So at this moment, it's not quite there yet. But yeah, you'll be able to slurp Groove Slurp. Yeah, so it's fully customizable SEO pages. Yes. Hi, David. Thanks for your support and time. I have seen Google Form integration with GroovePages. I have one question. How do I redirect to thank you page after a final page after form submit? I don't really know. Google Form that was created. There was a training on Google Form with Groove from Angelo. Angelo Santos is our tier 2 support guy, and he created a YouTube video on integrating Google Form with GroovePages. I don't know if he mentioned the redirect link. Most probably not, and this is why you're asking on here. I haven't tested it out, to be honest, so I didn't try connecting it, so I wouldn't be able to answer that. But have a look. Just if you haven't seen that video yet, if have a look if Angelo mentioned that already. I'm pretty sure there is a way to actually do that there. If not, then could be that there is no way, because it's basically Google Forms. Google Form has its own actions after the form submission. And I'm actually interested in this right now. So if we go in Google Forms, I will hide this post in here. Google Forms. More and more you use Groove, the less you will start typing Google, because you will just automatically type in Groove. And this is something that that happens to me all the time. Like I type in Groove Forms, Google Forms. So let's see. So we have a contact form over here. Is there a way to actually set up what happens after? Edit after submit, require sign in, collect emails, response recipients, show progress bar, shuffle questions, confirmation message. Thank you for submitting your contact info. Show link to submit another response. I don't know if there is. Sorry, my family members trying to print something. I just turned off the printer quickly. I don't know if Groove Forms have an option to forward somebody to a link. Yeah, I don't know. That may not. That may be something that you would need to look into. Just try to Google like a redirect after Google form submission or something like that. Groove Slurp. I think we should vote to make that official name for that action. Yeah, that's actually smart. Slurp. I've seen that video. Yeah, there we go. So Anjali, if you could try and Google it, if Google Form has a redirect link option or not, that would be great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I came to the end of the questions over here, and it is 2-hour mark, so I'm probably going to wrap it up for now. We're going to have another Q&A session on Friday, which is the 5th of March. 5th of March at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time. You're going to get another Q&A session. In case you have any questions, feel free to ask. In the meantime, if you have anything else, feel free to ask in the Facebook group. I'm happy to assist you there. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. Hopefully see you on Friday, and then let's groove on. Bye for now.